What's up?
Here we go.
Yeah.
Let me get let me get it together over here. Hold on. Balance myself.
Oh, it's Monday night. We coming
uh,
through with a pop-up tour.
get my lighting.
You see how I am. This is, like I said, Monday evening. We got a little, you know, showcase going on. Well, how's your day going?
It's a Monday. It's a
Oh
Monday.
yeah. That's why we decided to do this pop-up for our people.
It's
All
a
right,
Monday.
everyone.
We in there.
So we up in here. So welcome to Horror and Hooch. We're decided to do an IG live. I
We
am
on
Jade Astro. I
Instagram.
am here with K Live. We're both on Fifth Wall. Our homegirl, D Ray is chilling for the night, but she's still in here.
There she go. She gonna be in the comments,
Mhm.
hanging out.
Here. Yes, it's a Monday. But anyway, we got something for you all. If you have exhausted your horror, me and K-Bly have been dissecting this hidden gem.
hmm
Okay. So tonight we're going to talk about Two Sentence Horror Story. You can find it on Netflix. It is also aired on, if I'm not mistaken, CW.
hmm
Okay. So before we hop into that, I want to go ahead and ask you what you drinking on, girl.
So, it's a California red blend. I'm not sure the brand because the bottle said a lot of things on it, but I do remember it said a
Oh,
California red blend.
so with some grapes though. You got some grapes up in that thing.
Y'all know how I am with my wine. So here we go.
Well, I seen where they got like Crown in the can and all that good stuff, but see, I ain't got there. So what I did was I put the Crown in my can. So I ain't drinking just Coca-Cola, y'all. Y'all should know how Jade Ashley do. All right. So, anyway,
Y'all know how we are.
yes, yes, she got the wine, girl. D Ray, she got the wine.
Y'all already know how we are. Don't
But
be
it's Monday
surprised.
though, so I kind of understand.
hmm
I did have some wine, but that was earlier. This a nightcap. Yes, Crown do come in the can, honey. You can get you a little quickie. Look it up. I promise you, I ain't lying. Okay.
People just
So
be making
we
anything.
what? So we're gonna get into Two Sentence Horror Stories. Like I said, you can find this on Netflix. And it also is aired on CW.
hmm
What I want to jump into first, since we are in March, March is not over with. This is Women in Horror Month as well as Women in History Month. And the writer, director, and actress in Two Sentence Horror Story is a woman, and her name is, I will say, Miss Vera. I don't want to mess up her last name, but I'll spell it for y'all. It's Miao.
Type it
So,
in there.
okay, her name, Vera M. And she was born in Guam. She is Canadian. And she also, what's something else that she did? She also has another movie that came out called, I think it's Incinerate, Incarnate. That's it, Incarnate. And it's a horror story. I mean,
hmm
I haven't seen that yet, but I have dissected the Two Sentence Horror Story.
hmm
So, Kima, can you tell us
Okay.
about it?
So I'm glad you said something because I've been seeing it on Netflix like for the longest. But see, I hadn't heard anybody say anything about it, so I ain't mess with it. Because before I jump into anything horror, I need somebody to tell me because Netflix put a whole bunch of foolishness on there. Y'all know. And I'm tired because see, when I try to navigate the horror world of Netflix by myself, I stumbled upon mess. So I have learned I'm not gonna touch it unless somebody tell me something first. And so when Jay was like, "Okay, you need to watch Two Sentence Horror Stories," I was like, "I'm on it." And y'all, it's good. I enjoyed it. I really enjoy Two Sentence Horror Stories. They're really good. They are really like it gets like straight to the point with the horror. It ain't no
Yeah.
BS. It ain't no fooling around. It ain't no they don't be no slow burners. It's like it get in and get you in there. They really remind me of watching like Are You Afraid of the Dark? Um
Yes, adult, like a little bit, like I'll say a
Tales
little
from the
more adult
Crypt,
in
like
there,
Tales from the
mixed
Crypt,
together.
kind of like Tales from the Crypt
Hmm.
mixed with Are You Afraid of the Dark type
Yes,
stories. And I'm like, I like this. This is nice. Why aren't people talking about this? This is really good. They're
bro,
really
I
and
don't
it's
know.
something really good to just sit and binge watch. And it's only 2 seasons and they went by really quickly. And the stories are good. They're really creepy and they get right to the point. It don't be bothered around with a bunch of unnecessary foolish story. It gets to the scary. And the storytelling
Yeah,
is it get right to the point with the creepiness. And that's what I like. I'm like, people been BSing. Like get to the point and get me to the scary stuff. And it does. I'm like, y'all, people been sleeping on this show. Why aren't we talking about this show? I like
girl, I'm talking
this.
about TKO'd on it. My thing is I like the diversity
Mm-hmm.
that's, there as well. It's not just one race being shown across the entire series. And I appreciate that. They even go into different cultures and kind of like give you background on that and tie into some of the horror stories. Um, I want to say my favorite one of all is actually the first episode, Tutorial. And it's about this young girl who is giving a makeup tutorial, just like how we see on YouTube. Hi, I am Jade Astro. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to teach you all how to do the perfect highlight, that type of stuff, right? But there's a twist, and I'm not going to give it up. I'm not that type of person to spoil anything, but that is my favorite episode. So seriously, like start from season one, episode one, and I promise you, you're going to be hooked. But K Block, what was your favorite?
I have a couple of favorites.
What that
I
is,
got a
girl?
couple of favorites. I had to do screenshots because hold on. Because I want to forget. I had a couple of ones. Okay. So one of the ones that I liked was Hide. That was about a home invasion
Okay.
with a nanny that was a nanny was in she was babysitting for like a rich family and some
Is that
people
with the red hoodie?
with some teenagers was breaking into houses, and one of the houses this nanny was babysitting for, and she did her thing protecting the house, and it's just like, why are y'all breaking into people's houses for no and like torturing people? Like that was their
Yeah.
thing. Like we're just going to ridiculously kill and torture people for just because and take things. And the nanny, she held her own, and that's what I like she wasn't backing down. uh and then I like I'm not sure how you pronounce this one. Is it EBG? I think it is.
Uh, Give me a description of it, girl.
It's about the twins where one
Oh, I'm
the
not gonna mess that up. I don't know how to pronounce that.
in this
I just
episode,
always call that one the ancestors.
yes, these a set of twins, one of the twins had a stroke, and they were experiencing racism at the hospital. Then the twin that had a stroke ended up in the hospice, and then experiencing like crazy ridiculous racism conditions there. And then
Mm-hmm.
there was a demon that was after the one that was having a stroke. But
Girl, that grandma.
and
Oh,
their ancestors were protecting them. Episode 2. And then I like the other one that was
girl,
when they
we like all of them.
there
Don't
was
give
this
them away
there
now.
was a when they was at the reenactment place with the Native Americans.
Girl, that was my favorite. That was one of my favorite ones, but I didn't want to go into it because I've been got into it, and I was like, girl, that's a good one.
They was doing reenactments, and oh my goodness, y'all have to just watch it. They really get to it, and like I said, it's with diverse telling, storytelling. Like they even had an episode about this Asian guy who was like dealing with issues with code
Yes.
switching, and the episode was about him.
He lost himself.
But yes, like dealing with like who is he really? Like, is he going to be who he really is, or is he going to deal with the racism at his job just to keep his status? Or is he going to really be him, or is he going to like stand up for himself and like not deal with it?
Yeah.
Um
Man, D-Ray, yes, we like all of them. That's why we try to tell y'all gotta watch like every single one. I know I like them. You know, I had a couple that stood out. Another one that stood out to me was like Los Muertos. Like I like that one. I might be pronouncing it wrong.
mhm.
Don't shoot me. But that was a pretty good one. I like the way how you described it when you said Tales from the Crypt and Are You Afraid of Dark? Because it's like they pull you in where it seems like it's just gonna be something simple, and they turn around and smack you.
Mhm.
Like that's how I feel with every story. And then the thing is that I was reading these two sentence horror stories on Reddit before I even watched these series, and
Mhm.
I like the way she was able to convey and like depict the two sentence horror stories. So
And did you just, oh, like the one now that you said like it starts as something and it end up being something else? The
yeah,
guy about the Asian lady who was married to the guy who died and was haunting her, but she was a victim of domestic violence. So he was abusing her when he was alive. He died and was
and
abusing her as a spirit. I'm
still,
like, what the hell? Like, you can't even
still,
escape domestic violence, even in death?
no. Girl, what about the one where the girl was like basically date rape and she ended up like getting like
Yes.
I don't know how to explain it, and the dude was creepy as heck because he knew he had gave her something, and
When he was just like,
she
I put
couldn't.
something in you. Have you found it yet?
Yes,
And
yeah,
it
and it's
drove her
like wait,
crazy.
I felt her. She started picking at her skin and stuff because she really could feel something crawling under her skin, and it wasn't like she went to doctors and everything. She didn't have anything. They couldn't
Mm-hmm.
find any traces or anything. So it's like I'd have been freaking out too. I'd have been freaking out. Like, what you mean you put something in me? And she couldn't remember because she had got drunk.
Right. But she got him back at the end of that episode, though, when that damn tapeworm came out his eye.
Girl, girl. Ugh.
Oh, she got her revenge. I'm sorry, that was a spoiler with that episode, but I had to tell y'all that because that was just nasty. When he's sitting there picking at that damn tapeworm in his eye, and you see him literally pull out, like who pulls out a tapeworm
You
out
ain't never had that funky feeling in your eye where it feel like something jump or something.
his
That
eye?
always freak me out when I see like them doing something with the eye. Like even oh, I must put my lash off talking about that. Scare me. Woo. But even when what was that? Is it Ring or I think it's the Ring when they pulled something out the eyeball. No, it wasn't an alien baby.
No.
No, he didn't impregnate her. It was something that was like you got to go watch it.
Mm.
It was something else. We ain't gonna tell y'all everything, and it is juicy. It's good. Yeah, you should watch it. I mean, the thing is honestly, you can watch like 2 or 3 of them and be straight because they're seriously. I want to say no more than what 10 minutes.
30, 40. Yeah, if that, I don't.
Some of them wasn't that long at all. Not
Mm-hmm.
some were longer than others. I'll say the longest I seen was like 30 minutes, but some of them honestly went by in like 5 or 10 minutes. Girl,
That,
the head in the bag. You seen that one?
that one didn't end well, and I like that some of them
Girl,
had you like how some of them had happy endings and some of them didn't. Now that man
yes,
in the bag episode, that didn't end well at all for nobody.
girl.
That didn't end well. Some of these
And the whole
stories
time
didn't
I'm trying
have.
to think, like, where did the bag come from? Was it like a random bag in the hallway?
Or I think it was something that the school knew about, but I don't think that the school knew that it was going to end that badly. I think like it was like a security thing that the school set up.
No, they were talking about somebody had like a fire alarm thing. Like
But
somebody had set the alarm for the security thing.
yeah,
And
I
so
think that
since
it was like they had like a security system because they were trying to figure out the truth. But I don't think that they knew how far that whatever that alarm system they had in place was going to go.
girl,
So that didn't end well.
not at all. Y'all, I ain't gonna keep talking about it because I've been
They
enjoying it, y'all. What we can do though, okay, Blind, what we can do is give them some time to watch it and we can come back and dissect maybe a few of them and get some ideas on what people think about them because some of them I can see you have like some people might have different perspectives on some of them. Like man, tutorial was good.
that was good. The only child was good. That didn't end well either.
Yeah.
Somebody should have
Mm-mm.
beat that little boy ass.
Girl, girl. That's one of them you be looking
One of them
like,
little demon
so
kids.
do I need to bring the belt?
Demons. These kids just
But don't
demon.
forget, with season two, good too. It's like they went up a notch from
De-
season 1.
demon seed in that one. But like I said, they go by so fast, and you're just like, wait, no,
Oh, no,
no,
we come
wait,
back.
wait. And it's like I
But
love
yeah,
how they add that little element in there of how the episode ends, and they give you like a sentence, and then they
yep.
finish it off with the creepy
Hmm.
and
And
how.
make you think about it. You sit there and think about it, like, whoa. So that's what you meant by that sentence. It didn't really mean that. It was something deeper and creepier
Mm-hmm.
than that. And so, like, whenever I go back and I read those
Mm-hmm.
and read it, I don't just read it and be like, oh, okay. It's like, no, I sit there and think about it now because it's like, okay, this is deeper. Like, for an example, if you were to say, today was really eating me up. You get what I'm saying?
Yes,
Was
this
that
the one with the little boy and the grandma. Mm-hmm. When like the sentence was like, my grandson, I think he had my smile, and then it was just like, and he kept smiling while I until I passed away or until I fell asleep or something. It's just like what is this? Like it's like a normal sentence, and then the sentence goes to the left. And it's just like I heard a knock at my door, and then before I could before I could answer it, they were already in the house. And you're like, wait, what?
yeah? And then when you figure it out, like what it is, it's like, oh man, that's what you meant.
Oh, and then there's just you know, stay in school. it's easier for me to kill you that way. What? You're like, wait, like what are you saying? What does that even mean? He said that one made me cry. That was so sad.
Yeah, a couple of them that made me cry. I kept it to myself though. Man, so I feel like we should do that, K Bar. Like let them give him some time, dissect season 2, and then we can come back and talk about these episodes. Because I don't want to spoil it for him, but I want to talk about them.
Yes. Oh, another one I like though. Dang, I do like a lot of them. The one about the
Oh,
girls that was working in that salon. That's
girl, yes, girl, that was a good one. Now that remind me, Are You Afraid of the Dark? I don't know why that one remind me of like Are You Afraid of the Dark for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Man, and then her friend though, when she figured out, she was like, "Oh, she ain't come back. She died for the cause."
Right. Y'all asleep. People, y'all asleep on Two Cents Horror. Watch it now, because once y'all start watching it, y'all gonna be into it. For some reason, I started watching season 2. I don't know why. I think because season 2 was like the recent one, and my Netflix started me off with season 2, and then I went back and
Mm-hmm.
watched season 1. But it don't even matter. They all good.
Yeah.
They all
Well,
they all good, and it gets like right to the creepy. Honestly, you can even watch
right
them
there.
with your older kids, because it's not that like I said, they're kind of like Tales from the Crypt, uh like uh Are You Afraid of the Dark ish older level. So like your older kids, you could probably watch it with. There's
Mm-hmm.
not like it's not like sexually explicit, you know.
Not at all, and that's what I like about it. It's like, yes,
Because
we
they don't have
sometimes
time for that. It's Two Sentence Horror Stories. They don't have time for much else.
I'm
They get right to the horror stuff. They don't have time.
tired of seeing people hunching.
They ain't got time.
Everybody know what hunching is now. We ain't gotten
They
tired of it.
they don't have time for that. It's just no time.
Girl, and then when I think about it, it's just like, okay, if you want to go see it, that's fine. You know how y'all know how to go find y'all adult, you know, on your own time.
These people
But
we get right
they get
to
straight
the
to the
slasher.
creepy, and I like that. You know what I'm saying? Certain brand movies, like slasher movies, I ain't gonna lie, I'm expecting that. I'm expecting to see some big boobies running, and they going side to side, and she gonna trip over a tree limb, and she gonna fall on them, and he gonna be stabbing them.
He go she
That I expect,
she gonna die
but
in the shower.
in the shower, you right. Girl, a real good one was like with Stephen King's Dreamcatcher, where he caught that dude on the toilet. Girl, you remember that part
Yeah.
with the toothpick,
Mm-hmm.
and he was sitting on the toilet?
Mm-hmm.
Girl, that thing scared me.
Child,
I be looking in the toilet every night. Every time I go use the bathroom, I look in the toilet.
Jason killed somebody in the porta potty too. Remember?
What is that black man?
Mm-hmm.
Always trying to get somebody when they vulnerable with their pants down. See,
But Two Cents Horror Stories, they ain't got time for
Jason
that.
the purge, purge.
Yeah, Jason did, and Mike Myers.
But they didn't get a chance to like live out their teenage years properly. So I think they're stuck on that. That's why they be in those perverted states. They be like, "Oh, look at them." Okay, my turn. And they be like, "Yeah, I really stab. Like I stab. I
Mm-hmm.
like to go deep."
Slasher, slash nasty.
So that's what I'm saying. It's not like those slasher
Mm-hmm.
movies. I mean, yeah, you got some people that run around killing folks, but it's not like that. And so you can watch it with your children. I mean, we were watching that as kids, but like your mama close the hand over the eye. You be like,
So unless if your kids aren't afraid of like some blood, or a monster, then they'll be fine to like watch it. Because some people be wanting to like, you know, is this something I can watch with my kids? Some kids like horror stuff. Mine do. My child don't be afraid of nothing. Like
Okay.
she be watching Thriller before bed and be fine. So she watch Thriller before she goes to sleep and
Girl,
be fine.
please
So,
tell a story about where you showed her.
huh?
Please share that story. Share that story with the audience about when you showed her the before and after.
You talking about with Two Sentence Horror Story?
Michael.
Oh, you talking
No,
about
I'm talking about Michael.
girl? my my 4-year-old is going through a Michael Jackson phase, y'all. She's still going through it. She's 4. She's a dancer. So she's now discovered the greatest dancer ever. So she's in her Michael Jackson phase, and yes, she can watch. She watches. She actually just she's watching Michael Jackson now. She just watched the Thriller video again, and it's nighttime. She calls them the the dancing monsters. The video.
I'm surprised that it didn't give her no nightmare when you showed her Michael and then you showed her the older version of Michael.
Mm,
That's what I'm talking about. When she was like, that's Michael.
no. Mm-mm,
She ain't care. She ain't care.
no. This is my child.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the child that I bred.
Y'all go ahead and go watch them little short stories, man, so we could talk about it.
Mm-hmm. Please, y'all got a new watch, okay? 2 Sentence Horror Stories. You heard it here. If nobody else told you, that's your next binge. It's only 2 seasons so far, so that's your next
Yep.
binge watch. We gave you a hidden gem. We enjoyed this. Like I said, it's something that you can watch with other, you know, that you ain't got to hide and watch. Um, it's one of those you can really kind of like just sit back and watch. You can even watch this one at night for the most part. It's not even that, you know, horrific.
Yeah. Yeah, you can watch it at
Hmm.
night.
Now, some people. Now, I did have
Yes.
it on a couple episodes on at night, and my husband was like, "What the hell is this?" So
Girl, no, you need to show her that episode.
he was like, "What are you watching?"
Yes.
But for the
Well,
most
I'm
part,
excited to hear that. Y'all gonna be ready.
yes. Got an evil mom laugh. Hey, probably because my mom was letting me watch Tales from the Crypt and stuff. Okay, I got it honestly,
Okay.
so that's why Trinity is
And
getting it honest.
I wasn't scared. That I wasn't scared. I remember watching it. It came on HBO.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we get this horror thing honestly. So this is actually a good one. So I say, here go your horror recommendation from us. Y'all be ready next time for this discussion. We're gonna run through it
Yeah.
again. We're gonna hop on here again. Y'all be ready. Find your favorite episodes that you like. Because we're gonna really go in and dissect some of them. Spoilers will be included on the next one.
Yes, next time. We being nice right now because I wanted to dissect it, but then I thought about it. So happy spring and come back and be ready. Be ready to talk about this thing. But thank y'all for joining us. Make sure to follow us on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
Horror&Hooch. You can also follow our Facebook Fifth Wall page, Instagram, Fifth Wall, Fifth Column. Also, Temper Drinks, IG. You can find her on Fifth Wall. Wait, yeah, you can find her on Facebook as well. Is that
Mm-hmm.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
Is Facebook up now? Yes. So make sure to drop in and come through and have fun with us on our Horror&Hooch Facebook page. No judgment. We like to laugh. We like the weirdness and strangeness. So come through. Be ready to dissect 2 Sentence Horror Stories next time we do this IG live.
Mm-hmm.
So
Drinks
see
ready.
y'all later. Bye bye.